Hello, everyone. This is Jan, and you're watching a little developer log from the depths of the internet here on YouTube. I have been working hard on my little 2D platformer game in the Unreal Engine. Let me just fire that up and see if I can do that in the background for you right now. Let's see. Oh, there it is. And my development has taken quite a few turns in the last month that I've been away from the internet. The game has been progressing pretty good. Last I left you off with a devlog explaining how I had set up the challenge rooms and building challenge rooms, which were really just single screens where there's an entrance, there's an exit, there's some collectibles, there's a key and a door, a couple of enemies, instead of a big sprawling level. Was my way of shrinking the game down to something that would be much more manageable and much easier and faster to develop to a demo. So what happened with that development is, just 1 second, I really haven't done this in quite some time, haven't I? I had a script, but I couldn't find it, so I thought I'd just start recording and just see what comes out, even though that means no development time today. We only have an hour. Half of it is already spent on how does OBS work again. So let's see. So I tried to shrink the game down into something much more manageable that I could finish it within a reasonable amount of time, because the original goal of this little series was, let's see if we can make a simple 2D platformer game in about 6 months. So we are now at month 11, I think, if I'm being honest, or now month 12. Started the Cobra Code platformer course in January, so yeah, that tracks. That's about right. I am doing this in my spare time after all. So so now that we're in month 11, what's been happening is when I shrank things down, things started moving fast. Like I really started, with a little help of ChatGPT, I might add. Some things are a little harder to find in how to do things because most of YouTube, which is amazing, unless you know where to look, it's very front end, like, you know, how to build a game. And when you're trying to finish the game, it gets a lot harder to find the correct information. Not to say that it's not out there. You just have to keep looking. But ChatGPT, however, helped out a lot. And I started moving from getting all the demo levels that I had, all the single screen levels, hooking them up, moving between one level to the next. And then I started looking into like, okay, so how can I package this? And for some reason in the past, packaging a game in Unreal Engine, it just didn't work. And I don't know why, like I couldn't figure it out. So this time I tried again. I found a whole bunch of screens that I only lightly touched on before, so clearly I'd missed a lot. And I felt like I was really getting to the point where I could package the game. But then, unfortunately, what I hadn't counted on was that none of it would work, because being on Mac OS, you have to stay within a certain range of OS and Xcode in order for Unreal Engine to be able to function properly. And I wasn't aware of this. So I had excitedly jumped on the bandwagon in September to update all my Apple devices. And all of a sudden, in November, I started figuring out that this was the reason I couldn't package the game. So Unreal Engine would still go through the motions, but then nothing would come out except a very long log of stuff that hinted in that direction, but I couldn't quite figure it out. So I copy pasted all of it. I just dropped it into ChatGPT and I asked like, hey, why isn't this working, more or less? And it figured it out. Like you have to have between these versions. And so of course I started looking into rolling back my Mac, and that got to the point where I'm like, this is actually more hassle than it's worth. Maybe Epic will update this in the coming months, and I should use this time that I can clearly not finish a demo to delve into some other things. So I did, right? So I dove into Udemy. I had some courses lying around, and I realized like I really need to learn a bit more basic Unreal Engine stuff. And I started looking into making some basic games, but very quickly I ran into the problem of I've made everything in this platformer game a long time ago. I couldn't remember most of it. So what is a game controller? What is a player controller? What is the pawn? Like I knew it had something to do with the character, but like how does this all work? So I found a different course that I'd been skimping on, how to build a Pac-Man game in Unreal Engine. And I just started going through the motions of this course, and it taught me a lot of the basics, like like how you can use Unreal Engine to model in 3D. Not quite to the level of ZBrush or Blender, but like there's a lot of basic modeling that you can do. I moved from there from the Pac-Man course to a Blueprint course, and this one really started explaining what I've been forgetting and missing out on, like just basic Unreal Engine stuff. And so it's been great. And so with this course, I've actually been building some simple games. I've been building a marble game or two that you can control in a very different way instead of what I've been doing with the platformer using an Xbox controller. These courses were all for Unreal Engine 4, so there was a bit of a learning, like, okay, some of these things have changed, but how much of this they changed? It's really just a wrapper. So it was fun, like going through these programmer motions of like, okay, just get something up and running, then iterate, figure out a different version. And that was pretty awesome, actually. There was a lot of fun for like a whole month, just going from small problem to small problem, fixing it, then going back, improving on it, and, like more in line with the workflow that I've been learning in Swift and in Xcode. So I've really enjoyed that, and I've really enjoyed getting back into things like when they started teaching you about game instance, which was another thing that failed in my platforming game. Like I followed all the steps for building a save system, a very simple save system, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. Somewhere I missed a step. I thought I retraced everything. I think I did, but my save system didn't work. So this got me to a point where I wanted to push further even more and build even more mini projects to see how I could get around these problems. Or maybe it was time to just push it full steam ahead and just build a game without these features. Like, why not build a 2D platformer game, old school, no save system? You just have to get to the end. Like, it doesn't have to be a 60-hour game, right? You should be able to finish it in an hour. Why not? So that's still on the back burner because I got very distracted by some of the things I started finding in my Epic game library. This is not going to load anytime soon. In my Epic game library, which I've been dutifully checking into every month to get the free stuff for about, I think, 2 or 3 years, there were a number of templates, projects, free to use for me that had a lot of the missing features. They also had features for completely different kinds of games, more dialogue-driven games, branching story path-driven games that I was very interested in. So I thought like, okay, well, let's spend a week learning this particular one called Defender. I think it's Defender Animated Dialogue project, which is a sizable chunk of a much larger project that the same developer has made available in the Unreal Engine Marketplace, or FAB as it's now known. I'll see if I can find a link and post it down below. So I dug into this for like about a week. I was way in over my head. There's a lot of optimizations, and like, especially when it comes to some of the extra features that I wasn't counting on. But the documentation was quite extensive, to the point that I managed to get things moving in about a week. And then after the week was over, I started discovering that this game actually had a save system. But this save system was like over my head. So that I left that in the back burner. I just started building a little level using the features that I could get a grip on. And then over time, how everything was laid out in this project just kind of started to sink in, and I started messing around anyway. And just over a couple of weeks, I managed to get a save system going. And that's when some of these side projects actually became templates for much bigger projects that I've also always wanted to build. So that's kind of where I'm at. And it looks like it's finally loaded. So let's dig in, shall we?